Hello, Justin with Lucky8 Off Road, and today we're back working on project L405. Where we left off last time was the lift and the tires, and these tires are a 33-inch, and they don't quite fit. You turn like so. That's not going to work. So we're going to need to break out our little friend, Mr. Sawzall, get into trimming the bumper. So if you want to see how that's done, grab a beer, grab a seat, and enjoy the show. Cue the intro, and we'll meet back here. All right, it's the shape of this front bumper, right? The bumper comes around and it actually curves in. If you look over here, it's doing the same thing. The fender well kind of curves in. So what I want to do is keep a line like so and over here like so. I'm gonna get the tire off, we'll bring the camera in, and I'll show you all the fender liners. We're gonna pull those out first. This side's going to be super easy. Popper down here, popper up here, and there was a screw, but that one is missing, so that's going to get this felt piece out pretty quickly. One more popper. Okay, the tire is hitting right here, and it's hitting, look at that out of the way, it's hitting this little extension piece on the unibody. So what I want to do is kind of trim from here down and across. Marker's not going to work, but you'll get the idea. We're going to kind of nip that out of the way. We're going to nip from here down. I'm going to get the Sawzall in, chop that off, and we'll take a look at it when I'm done. All right, we got that portion out of the way. Nice clean cut. I'm going to sand it down with the grinder just because I want to. Next up would be to trim this piece of plastic. So we'll bring the camera out and I'll show you how we nip that. What I like to do is follow this arc right here, get some painter's tape and kind of align it so that when you look at the arc, you see that it stays continuous. After you've cut it, I'm going to start at the plastic area and work my way right around. Okay, that was the easy part. The real issue we're going to have is in here. The fender liner needs to come in, and we've got to remove this plasticky stuff, very similar to how we do it on the Defender. So you know what, I'll bring the blue tape in before I cut it, but I'm going to kind of mark it here, bring it along, and get rid of all of this structure out of our way. All right, we got that piece out of the way. Now the inner fender well will lay in real nice. Next up, we're going to mark the bumper, and we're going to get this trimmed. I'm going to shoot from about here over. Again, I'll bring some blue tape in so you guys can see. But yeah, lastly, but not lastly, AC line, sensors, ground wires, wiring harness. Be super careful if you're gonna attempt to cut that on the truck. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna follow this arc. We're gonna favor it a little bit because the arc kind of ends right there. You wanna just favor it from here. And on the bottom side of the bumper, there's some holes. The tape is kind of running right in between the holes, but that gives you the idea what we're going for. So you got a nice little line on where you want to trim. And again, depending on the size of your tire, you might need to cut way more. These are 33s, we only needed a little bit, so I'm not going to take too much off. Here's a quick look at the tape job for the route we're gonna cut. You can see those little holes I was telling you about. Again, you can always take more, but you can't put it back on. All right, everything is now out of the way. Time to put the liner back in, and I'll show you how we screw it on the bottom. But basically, put all of the liners back in, and we'll move to the last steps. Sorry, friends, I forgot to tell you, this piece here, this liner that fits in like so, will not fit in when we want to move it forward. So we're going to nip this piece, give it a chop right here. Save that metal clip so you can put the metal clip back on it and use it as an attachment point. So chop right here. This is how the front should fit. If your cut was a little bit off, you can always match it up to the liner. We're gonna throw the tire on and see if we need any more room, but I already did it on the other side, so I know I don't. And over here, we would use a self-tapping screw, go through that and the fiber board to hold the liner back. But we got something big planned. I'll let you guys guess what it's gonna be. I'm gonna leave this loose. The last thing I'll do is I'll bring the camera and show you how we screwed it in on the bottom, and we'll throw the tire on. Let's see how we did. No problems. And no problems. Job done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and on that, I'll see you on the next one.